So, what other news is there? I think I'm feeling better because I had this really big emotional release yesterday morning. And probably the whole week I was actually doing a lot of internal work, I guess, or just, how do I describe it? It's like I faced a lot of parts of myself that I feel bad about, or that I wish. It's like with those. It was a week of regret. Basically, I was regretting all this stuff in my life that I felt like I could have done better. And then I started feeling like a big failure because my shoulder hurt so much and my hip hurt so much and I couldn't walk. So I was like, I'm a failure. I can't walk. I can't dance. I have to change my whole, idea of what I'm going to do in California, which was, become a ballroom or a dance teacher. Basically, I want to do ballroom, but I want to do my own thing because I want to teach regular guys who are just normal guys how to lead a lady on the dance floor and make her have a great time, therefore making you have a good time. So, you, the regular guys. So, I feel like, that's a worthy cause because we need more male dancers on the dance floor who know how to lead a lady. Or just share the dance, with the connection. I'm going to make this video called 3 Easy Steps to Having a Great Time on the Dance Floor. Whether you're a dancer or not, and you don't have to be some fancy dancer. You can just be a regular guy and then become a stud on the dance floor. Just with 3 easy steps, 3 easy techniques that I have developed. Or that I've mostly acknowledged, I think. But then again, I'm okay with freestyling and creating a new dance together. 2 people responding to the music, working off each other, connecting to each other, and playing off the music with each other. It's just the funnest thing in the world. I love to partner dance, and I love to freestyle, but with a good connection. And you can do a lot with a good connection. You can make stuff up on the fly that looks really cool and feels cool, and it's just because you have a good connection. So that's what I'm going to teach. And I even have my first victim is coming over this week, and I'm going to give him a free lesson. So, because I want to rope him into the dance world too. We're always looking for new dancers, and especially guys, because you guys often just don't want to dance, don't like to dance, feel uncomfortable dancing, feel nervous about dancing, whatever it is. We need to change all that. Because us gals, we want to dance with you, okay? So if I could make 48 million people dance, then I would be a winner. In my own mind, which is what matters. It's funny how you can, do a lot of things, but still feel bad about yourself. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy how it's almost like there's a vibration around the planet that makes you feel bad, no matter who you are, or what you've done, or what your circumstances are. And if you somehow run into that vibe, that vibration around the planet, it doesn't matter where you came from. It's like if you just run into it, like you ran into a chair, you'll be affected by it. You could be going along your happy way, feeling really good, and then accidentally run into the negative vibration and feel really bad about yourself. And basically, that's how I spent my last couple of weeks. Was I was hiding it. I didn't want any of you guys to know that I was feeling bad about myself because you guys are so nice to me and you send me such loving things, and it was so weird because, I was getting all this positive stuff in a way from club guys and just, I don't know, but it was like I was just feeling so bad about myself. A part of it was the chronic pain. I mean, that can really bring a person down. And the low energy. And the fact that I couldn't go to any of the dance events that were happening. I couldn't go to anything because my body hurt so much and I felt so crippled up and tired and sad and depressed. It was awful. I missed everything all weekend, all last weekend. There was all these things happening, and I couldn't do any of it. And I didn't even go to Sunday night salsa. But last night, I went to this local club. It kind of slightly dive bar-ish, but on Monday nights they have live blues bands, and they're really good, and they're from all over the country. Because Monday is like the dead night for blues band. So this guy who's wonderful, who is in the town next door, he does this Monday Night Blues, and it's like all the older hippies go and rock out together. I'm probably the youngest one there. Actually, last night there were 3 younger women young women that was nice. They were in their 20s, and there was three guys, I think 2 or 3 guys that were also young that were there. Usually it's the older crowd, the geriatric crowd. I'm the hot babe there, you know. So it really worked out because last night I had 3 good dance partners. And one of them was my magical dance partner. I have a magical dance partner. He is a complete jerk in every way. Except on the dance floor, we are magic together. It's the weirdest thing. You know, we'll always have that connection. It's like we have had so many fights and so many falling outs and so many never gonna dance with you agains. But we come back together. He and I always come back together. It's like we are both, I don't know what it is about he and I. We're exactly the same age. And we both love to dance the same way. We love to freestyle together to the music. And we both have the same sense of musicality. And we just fit together perfectly. And we hear the music the same way. We respond to the music the same way. And when I do something, he is completely in tune with it and makes it look cool. So I might actually lead the move, but he follows it in a way that looks like he's leading it. I mean, we work together in harmony. It is awesome. And I woke up happy this morning. And I think I woke up happy because I danced with him like 5 times. And him being there was a miracle. It was. You know, because I can't tell you how many times I have wished that he would show up. And he doesn't normally. But something happened yesterday which was, I think, very important and pivotal in my health and well-being. And this is what it was. It was, you know, I was feeling bad all week, and then yesterday morning, and probably the 24 hours before yesterday morning, I was really in a dark place of facing my, like I said, what I would call my mistakes, what I would label as my mistakes. And those were times when I let my emotions get the best of me. Basically, my failure was to stay calm in upsetting situations. You know, and I was looking back at all these moments. I thought, oh my God, if I had just stayed calm and didn't flip out. I think sometimes somebody's up with it. One of my personalities loves to freaking flip out and ruins things for me, you know? So I was really feeling bad about myself, and I cried, and I apologized to the universe, to myself, to my higher self for all the stupid ways that I acted. I mean, it's all little stuff. It's not like I killed somebody, not in this lifetime anyway, but it's all little stuff compared to what some people can do, but it's still big stuff for me, you know, because everything is relative. And pain is pain. We all suffer pain, no matter how rich or poor. It doesn't matter your walk in life. I think on the planet, we all are going to experience at least 50% pain and opposites, you know? And there's no getting out of it. You could be white, black, Chinese, it doesn't matter. You could be rich, poor, married, or single. You're still going to go through half of it's going to suck, right, on this planet. And right now, this is the way it is. We're trying to raise the vibration. But in general, you know, we're all going to go through our own sufferings and our own dark side, our dark night of the soul, the tenebrious night, as Charles Baudelaire would say. The line in that poem is dans une ténébreuse et profonde unité. Something about the darkness and the profound unity. I think he was really in touch with the light and the dark, the unity of the light and the dark. I think that's why I'm so drawn to that poem, is because it's about the sacred geometry in nature and the light and the dark creating a unity, and just all of the things working together, the scents, the sounds, the smells, you know. So anyways, I cried and I felt bad, and I really went into myself and I went, wow, you know, this is where you screwed up, Deb. Not him or her or them. This is where I screwed up, you know, my own failing. I could really just look at my own, forgetting about everybody else. And I thought, my God, you know, I am never going to judge anybody else ever again. And I have judged people. I've judged myself and I've judged other people for behaving badly, for not being fair. I definitely judge people for not being fair. When I see something unfair, I don't handle it very calmly. I get upset. I do. I will admit it. I mean, maybe it's justified to get upset when you see unfairness. And I think probably a lot of my upsets were justified, but it's like now I can see that even if it is justified, it doesn't necessarily help anything to express it in the moment, and it's hard not to. I mean, I'm only human. But had I only been able to see ahead, see beyond the emotion. And I feel like now I'm able to do that. So I had this breakdown, and I was looking in the mirror, and I had makeup under my... I mean, I looked awful. And I was like, ugh, I cannot believe this is me. And then I cried, and I apologized, and I said, I just sort of crumbled to the bottom of my own feelings of just self-admittance. I'm sorry. Whatever I have done, to cause this, I take it back. I wish I could. So I went through that, and then suddenly I felt like doing a headstand, which is very rare for me lately because of my shoulder. I haven't been able to do anything fun like that or athletic like that. But I felt like doing it. And when you feel like doing a headstand, you better go do a headstand. So I went and did a headstand. And I stayed up. And I put my hands right like this. I didn't put them back here, which is what a lot of people do, and create a triangle. I put them right on top of my head. And I went right up. And I stayed up for a really long time. And in fact, I did leg splits. I think I did like 10 of them. And I was excited about that. And suddenly it was like the going upside down did something for my body. The circle, the sacred geometry, the yoga. And then suddenly I felt like doing the spinning, the 33 spins with my thumb, where you stare at your thumb and you go around 33 times from left to right. And this camera's in reverse, by the way. So I did it. I did 33 spins like this without getting sick, without falling over. And I didn't even feel, I felt the spinning was there, but it wasn't a bad dizzy feeling. It was a huge accomplishment and a miracle. And I'm going to videotape myself doing it at one point. So, and I also did it this morning. So when I did that, I felt a huge sense of accomplishment. I was like, I did it. I mean, I grew up in a boat builder's family. My dad was a boat builder, and he loved sailing above all, and they were always sailing. And I used to get seasick. And I used to feel really, not only did I hate getting seasick, and was it awful to get seasick, and anybody who's been seasick knows how horrible it is, but I felt ashamed of myself because I did get seasick. I felt like I wasn't cool, and I wasn't athletic, and I didn't like to go sailing because I got seasick. I was like my mom. She got seasick. And I always felt like I couldn't really participate in the whole cool sailing world because of it. And so I had kind of like a low self-esteem thing in my family because other people could handle sailing and I couldn't. So I had my own little inner failure dialogue about the fact that I couldn't go sailing and didn't enjoy it and would look for excuses to get out of it. And, my dad just loved it so much. And I was like, well, I'm never going to please him on this level. I'll never be a sailor because I get sick. I was born with a thing in my ear, those spinning rides, those rides where you get in and they're like this and everybody gets in all around the thing and then it spins like a top. Oh my God. One time I did that, I threw up when I got off. Everyone wanted to go back on again. I'm like, I got to get out of this. So I wasn't like the cool kid. I felt like the uncool kid because I couldn't do the spinning and the rides. I could do the roller coaster ride, but I couldn't spin without puking. And this went on for years. This went on for pretty much my whole life. This went on until I downloaded that whole sacred geometry thing with the infinity sign and the spiral and the parallel lines and the circle and doing the spinning 5 times in a row, 20 times per day to build myself up. And it really did work because now I can do 33 times. And my goal is 99 times because I want to levitate and get the hell off the planet. But anyway, so that was a huge accomplishment. So it's like I was down in the dumps feeling terrible about myself, feeling like I was just a complete loser, did not accomplish my goals with my family, did not turn things around with my family, was not able to make fairness happen in my family, was not able to unite my siblings, where I might have been able to do it. I almost did it, but then I flipped out and couldn't do it. Several different periods of time along the journey of trying to get some fairness going on in my family. So I failed, but then I did the 33 spins, and I thought, oh my God, everything turned around. So I went to the gym, and I did 33 more spins. And when I came home, I did 33 more spins. And then I did another 15 spins. So I really did 114 spins the whole day, and the extra 15 was almost too much. I felt a little dizzy, actually, finally after that. But I feel like facing those parts of myself, which is my own. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It matters what I think about myself. We all. It's how we feel about ourselves that matter. It's our confidence that matters. Nobody else's thoughts matter more than our own thoughts about ourselves. So it was a pivotal day of turnaround for me, and that was exciting. And I feel like I'm still on the upswing. So probably I'm going to be making more videos for you guys, and pushing the club along. Because when I'm not making videos, I'm not pushing the club along, and we're not going to get to the 48 million if I'm not making videos. So I'm excited to make more videos. And there's more stuff about the club. Oh, gosh, I got a letter from a guy in Iran. He's 20 years old. He says he can't join the club because in Iran, everything is blocked off the internet. They have all these. He can't join. He can't access PayPal. So he's only 20, and he sent me a really sweet thing. And I feel like I'm gonna sign him up for the club because he can't. He's in Iran. I mean, if anybody needs to see boobs, it's those guys. Maybe he'll be transformed by the boobs and share that. I don't know. Those guys are so angry and hostile and controlling. Those poor people. So I don't know if it's a benefit or not a benefit to the country to let this guy in. I feel like, maybe those guys, they're not allowed to see flesh because they get all crazy. They're not bad people. It's just some of them are, right? Who control everything and are controlling the mail. I don't know. I don't get that country. I am such a free-spirited American. I could never put up with any of that. Thank God I live in America right now. Or a free country. So I feel bad for that kid. He's sweet. I don't know if I can give him access to the club, but, I'm not trying to invite everybody to tell me some sob story that they can't join the club and I have to sign them up. I do want to sign people up for free, though. I just want to generate enough money. If we had $48 million, I would make sure we had 48 million members. I would just look for people to sign up because we'd have all that money. And then you get the members. So I think we have to go for the money first and then get the members and then get the unification. Oh, I made a happy video. I made just a random YouTube video this morning because I was in the sunlight and I was listening to that happy song by Pharrell Williams that everybody's been listening to. And I'm always a little late with pop culture, so I just discovered the fun of it. And that song is stuck in my head. And I feel like, and that song, the official video, has 209 million views. Probably those are mostly repeat views, but still, it's been the play button has been pushed 209 million times, probably 210 million by today. And that song, the vibration of that song, is very addicting and very, very catchy. And so I was thinking about how 209 million, that makes 48 million seem like nothing, right? I mean, So I was feeling that because that song was always in my head, I feel like it's being played around the planet. There's a vibration. Like the negative vibe, there's the happy vibe. And somebody put that song onto our planet so that we could all be happy, 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 happy. Clap if you're happy. You know how that song goes? So the sun is not out right now, but it was pouring in this morning at 8:08. And so I sat in the window. There was only one spot that I could sit in where my whole body the upper body was glowing in the sun with my crystal. So I just did this little video. There's no boobs in it. It's on YouTube. I'll do boobs later. Oh, I was going to do a club version of it, where I ended with my boobs. And then I was going to do a Vimeo version with the boobs. And then I was going to do a club version where I was dancing topless or naked or something like that. Oh, look, there comes the sun. So, I probably will do that. I don't want to bore you guys with the same song over and over and over. But it is a fun song, and it does bring you up. Up, up, up. So, let's see. What did I not finish saying? Yeah, I think that happiness song is another effort from some other light bearer who is trying to raise the vibration through music and sound. Thank you very much. I'll take it. And I feel happy today. I woke up feeling happy for the first time in, I don't know, maybe the second time in years. Really, there's genuinely happy to wake up. and be happy to be alive. I actually said out loud to myself, I'm happy to be alive. I don't say that. Usually I wake up and I'm like, oh God, am I still here? Usually. But today I woke up and I'm like, I'm happy to be alive. And I've been focusing on accomplishing the goal, staying positive, because I can get so negative, like anybody else on this planet. There's a lot of negative vibrations around our planet here, and it is really tough to overcome those negative vibrations and stay positive. It's almost impossible, you know? It really is. And I can cave. I can see how I have caved into it, probably in many lifetimes. You know, gotten really depressed and suicidal and drugged up and whatever. You know, so this lifetime, I'm pull this thing up. You know, pull this vibration up and stay positive. I really want to do it. I want to do it. I want to win. I want to finish my goal. I want to accomplish my goal. I want to accomplish what I came here to do, and it is not easy. There's just so much pain and ugliness here on this planet, but it's so hard to be happy here. And happiness is supposedly the goal, hope and happiness. But it's really tough. It definitely is. So, but let's all do it together. Rah, rah, cheer, cheer. Join the club. It's only $1, but it really should be more than $1 because I only get 66 cents. So if you pay through PayPal, $1. It's sort of like I'm glad you joined if you did pay $1. I'm happy in a way, but I'm also a little disappointed that I have to go through a lot of effort to sign you up and get you going, and all the club got was 66 cents. It doesn't even get the full $1 unless you mailed me $1, and then I get the full $1. But like this guy with the extra, thank you, because I can sign up other guys and get more people and cover my costs, because there are costs, and it's just way more motivating. And I like the generosity. It makes me feel better about what I'm doing, the effort that I'm putting in. So when you guys are generous, I really thank you so much. Love, 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 love. More generosity, more love. Let's all get together, And I'm getting excited about more boob videos because I'm feeling more upbeat, and I feel like that is going to show, and that's going to carry, and I want to create more positive feelings. So my battery's about to die. So I'm going to go plug in my computer and then post this on Vimeo, and then I'm going to get you guys some more club stuff as the days roll on and as the springtime comes. And, I need help with my lawnmower. Oh, my God, I have to mow my lawn by myself, which I don't mind doing, except that I don't always get the lawnmower started. It's sometimes a struggle to get the lawnmower started. So anyways, I don't know where this video is going to go, because if I show any nip, it can't go on YouTube. And it's good to have things on both, But I know you guys like the boobs and the nips and the whole thing. So anyways, but they're kind of stuffed down in. This bra is not that easy for me to deal with. Sorry. It's my bra that I sweat in because I just went to the Y. So anyways, big kiss, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for following. Thanks for subscribing, and keep joining, following, and subscribing. And let's build this baby up. And more boobs to come. There needs to be more boobs in the world somehow, for whatever reason. Because boobs are 2 circles and the figure 8. And there's parallel lines here, And also there's this, the spiral, I'm sure, is in there too. So the boobs are the perfect sacred geometry, and that's probably why we love them so much. Or they're just a sign of love and nurturing and goodness and warmth and safety and comfort and everything good that a woman represents, that we need to honor and protect and cherish and enjoy and everything. So, all right, guys, I love you. I'm going to post this on Vimeo. I hope Vimeo works for a change, And thanks, Robbie. Big kiss. You're the best. Talk soon.